Hi.
That's creepy.
Hello. Welcome. It's session 6.
PP.
It's
Hello,
not
everyone.
PP.
Hi there.
Sorry that it took so long. We wanted to try something new. Lesson learned. Don't fuss with things 30 minutes before stream.
To be fair, we only fussed with it like 15
That's
minutes before
fair.
stream.
We were eating at the stream
Yeah,
start.
okay, I was still eating. But anyway. So...
Welcome to Londora, where we run it real close to the wire.
What do you all remember from last session?
Zombies.
That's not...
Right.
Exploring an old mansion and then getting into some fights and getting into a cave and killing a zombie or
You
question
don't
mark?
remember?
It got very handsy. It got very
You don't-
handsy.
Oh my
You all seem to be forgetting one very important detail.
Oh, Flappy was killing hands.
Now, there's another very important detail that you missed at the end of session.
You did a mistake?
One other very important... The other thing. You all...
Fillmore looked very sexy.
Oh. None of you...
Vilma was actually good with a mace rather than keep failing
None of you...
spells.
None of you have the passive perception to notice the giant Tarrasque coming to eat you.
No!
My body is ready!
That's a joke. That was a joke. But no, what happened last time is that you were all exploring a very old mansion from Ashland's childhood of a family friend. Have found this twisted underground catacombs that seem to be harboring some sort of unnatural monsters underneath in the caverns below. You've just killed one of said monstrosities, and you find yourself standing in this antechamber of sorts. There are 4 skeletons on the floor. The bones are still bloody red. And from there, as your DM, I'll ask the age-old question: what do you do?
First of all, I want to give a quick shout out to Sirenscape. We need to do that, I'm sorry. I should have mentioned that at some point in the last freaking 30 minutes or while we were trying to do some of our research here. Sirenscape gave us, or we bought the Sirenscape subscription to have this beautiful background music there, and it's amazing.
I don't know if y'all can hear it. It's really quiet.
Oh, I can hear it. It sounds very really awesome.
Hang on. Actually, let me change a few things real quick.
If you need to, turn it up.
It is turned
Don't
It is
you
turned
know?
up. I'm gonna turn you all up to about my same level.
Get turned
Oh
up.
my.
There, now that you're all not like super quiet.
Now we have to whisper.
All right. 4 skeletons. They look fresh. I still don't trust anything in here. I don't like the idea of touching any of these zombies or having them do something to us. I don't know if there's some infection, but I don't know anything about diseases either, so...
I mean, didn't one of them make me paralyzed? Or was that
That's-
something else?
That's true. You did run into some trouble after being scratched by one of them. I would be careful with your hands if we decide to grab anything.
Well, I guess I'll look around, see if I can spot something. Ooh, 18
Right.
perception.
So, as you are kind of looking around, it seems that there's tattered clothes that seem, well, scraps of cloth, I should say. What you also kind of notice is that what you just killed was extremely bloated. Like, this thing just, it ate 4 people, and it just looks like, from what you can kind of deduce, it just kept eating and eating and eating and eating and eating and eating. You do see that there's like maybe some personal effects of who these people would be. Just very small things like, pair of shoes, like traveling little mess kits, cups and stuff like that. But one thing does kind of catch your eye. It's another small coin pouch. Well, not small, but a decently large coin pouch.
I mean, coins. I'll grab
Ashlyn,
look through it.
Ashlyn turns and looks to Thrillmar and then nods in the direction of the coins before
mean-
shaking her head a little.
You mean Lana?
Oh, yep. Sorry. Yeah, I got my... Yeah, Alana's my character. Sorry.
So you open the coin pouch. It's the same mint as the money that you found way back when.
No.
Oh, by Tiamat, no.
Are those the other beggars? No.
We know there are at least 4 of them. At least one of them has coins. I don't know about the other bodies. Does anyone feel brave enough to look, or should we each, or should some of us take the others and see if they're also among the beggars?
I mean, I've already been scratched once, so what can go wrong? Says Taylor before checking out the other bodies.
Everyone roll a d6. Just d6.
What the
Well,
fuck?
if anything,
What?
Today's 4
well, if
day,
anything,
everybody.
You're nothing but consistent.
Foreplay time.
What about
The probability of that is so small.
Holy shit.
Well, too bad we didn't buy a lotto ticket.
So, anyway, you kind of all inspect the others. The rest of them don't really seem to be... There's, like, hardly anything left of them other than just red bone.
Ilana looks up and back over to a few of the others as she calls out, I don't see anything on this one. Nothing really here, actually. Don't see any coins either.
Same here. Nothing.
Yeah, nothing.
Well,
Maybe you ate them.
that's possible. I don't know what these creatures or these people have become, or corpses, I don't know. But we have to take that into account as a possibility, she says as she kind of thinks for a moment. In any case, the only thing we can prove is that at least one of them was a beggar, more than likely, since they're carrying the coin we gave them.
Yeah.
So that's confirmed 2 of the 6 that were helped have died, because I didn't see any on the large thing that we killed.
True. So, possible that these are the others, but we just don't know. So we know for sure 2. Possibly as many as 4 others. So that would be the 6 if they were all, but I don't know beyond that. I just can't prove anything with what we've found with these others.
Which means we've probably got no choice but to soldier forth and see what we do find, what abominations might be lurking.
Her dripping one of her tears off of her eyes. Nara starts to look a little bit more enthusiastic and be like, alright. But she still looks around the cave and is like kind of curious. Is this cave fresh? Or is it like more of an ancient kind of cave?
Roll me dungeoneering. Roll me knowledge dungeoneering.
There's no dungeon.
Well, there used to be.
Maybe nature, because
Yeah,
it's like
in-
a...
Nature
Insight? Or, yeah.
This,
Okay.
from what you can tell, this cave doesn't seem natural. This looks like it was dug out.
Background music there. I freaking love this shit. Alright, so it's like been recently dug out. Or-
I'd say, well, not recently. Looks like this has been dug out. But this
Okay.
is, from what you can kind of tell, this is not made by nature. This is a natural cave.
I mean, but Nara wanted to figure out how old this cave is. It has been made recently, or like, you still see some digging marks, or is it if it's like hundreds of years
From what you
old,
can
or-
kind of see, or what you determine, it looks only like about 10 years old, at the most.
Nora says whatever it is. As she, like, dripping a little in the dirt, looks up. Guys, I think this cave isn't that old. Let's say it's around 10 years old at tops.
I mean, do you remember? I don't know. I don't remember Ashton's character's name, but
Ayla,
Ilana, do you remember if there was anything back in the day like this?
If you're asking if I ever crawled through a cave underneath a floorboard, no, I don't remember anything like that as a child. Everything was very clean, very proper, and very upkept when I was here. I don't remember this.
also, the diary entry we just read, it said that the thing started to happen. What was it again? I kind of forgot. 10 years ago?
Thereabouts. Before then, the proper owner of this this property, the old man, he was a kind person. He just seemed very upbeat and very happy to entertain, so I don't see how any of this would have played into it, but I don't know, of course, what may have happened after I left.
Yeah, we won't get any answers unless we try to search deeper.
One thing's for certain, there must be some form of sophistication with this. I mean, digging a cave doesn't mean that you can put doors in like the one we've just gone through and the one that's over there. So this was definitely done with some form of intent.
I'd be surprised if zombies like this, or whatever they are, she says as she pushes her foot against the edge of one of the skeletons and looks towards the far door, or the far wall, rather. I don't know if these things are able to build doors, so I think you're probably right.
Let's head deeper.
Could you give me just a few minutes first? I'd like to perform some form of funerary rites for these four, because they didn't deserve this. They deserve at least some form of sending off.
Yeah.
Alright.
Suit that.
I'll help out.
I'll cover the door.
and then Thromar will just go between each of the four skeletons and say a short prayer in Draconic, make a gesture over them, and sort of, if possible, without disturbing them too much, arrange them into a bit more of a restful position, even though they are just bones at this point, but not just scattered and splayed out.
Right, and when you do that, and you make it look all nice and tidy as best you could for what little remains there are. But, yeah, just you bury the gnawed bones that have teeth marks on them.
Should we go ahead?
I think that would be best, yes. It's starting to creep me out down here.
Absolutely.
Well, let's go through this door then. Should I kick it open?
We try and open it through normal means first.
Aelana moves forward with the others and turns to look back at the corpses along the ground and shakes her head before looking back to Thromar once again and nodding. Hopefully they find their families and rest.
Hopefully, yes, and hopefully we can stop whatever did this from doing it again.
Well, Taylor opens the door, peering inside slowly.
Alright, you open the door. Open the door. Open the door.
Uh-oh. Why do I smell an everyone roll initiative there?
We already have initiative roll. It never left.
Alright, it looks like that the cave continues onward.
Cautiously, I push ahead, says Taylor.
Oh.
Alright, you push on ahead. Alright, looks like the cave winds a little bit, slight natural support, but you do see at the end there is a final door.
There's another door, and is that a rock in the way?
Yeah, it's kind of like some earth just sticking out, but you can squeeze through it.
I wonder what's behind this door.
Wouldn't you like to know, weather boy?
Wow.
I'm sorry, that was too. I had to.
That was fucking hilarious.
God damn it, Maury.
Alright, do you open the door?
Kick
You
the
kick
door.
the door. Alright. So, you kick the door open with a resounding thud as it opens.
The sound.
I don't hear it.
There was like a thumb inside.
The sound carries better when you're going upstairs
Well, you
first.
found out what's behind the door. Roll for initiative.
Oh, fuck.
God.
So, with a quick cursory glance around, you see more severed hands. In the north is an altar, and you see a humanoid creature who looks like it's worshipping something at an altar. Behind the altar is a red statue. It turns from its rites and looks at you. And you just hear a gangly hiss. Everyone
Everyone ready yourselves, Aelana says as she looks to the others, and then forward into the room.
Oh god. Hey, at least for once I have high initiative.
All right.
Are those night sounds? Oh no. I really like the soundscape
Yeah.
in the background. I'm not gonna.
Someone praying to a god that isn't mine, I need to destroy him.
All right. The combat has started. So you see this creature turn, and it looks back at you, and it charges forward.
Through the wall.
It goes to the door. All right, and
Oh no. More GM is typing.
Oh,
well, all right. Well, it'll rush towards you in a beastly fury and start swiping at you, but it misses.
Oh shit. You rolled a 1
It
on a
did.
d20.
that's a critical failure. Holy crap.
So
Aelana watches as the others,
And Taylor's just standing there and the thing is like "Where?"
she
Doesn't
seems
hit-
she seems a little shocked as she watches the attack and looks to the others quickly before doing her best to ready herself. Ooh, it's mad, it's mad, it's mad.
the sound.
Yeah. I think Mori likes Sirenscape
maybe
there.
a little bit.
Oh my god.
Yes. This is good. Fuck. Who's
Thromar.
next? Thromar?
Yeah, come on.
Well, Thromar will grit his teeth looking at the abomination that just charged in, and growling as he speaks, say, "Abomination in Tiamat size, burn!" And we'll try and cast Guiding
Alright.
Bolt.
By the way, why is it always the healer that has the highest
Saber suck?
initiative? Every
have no
single
idea.
time.
Because they gotta res us all when we're a
All
little
right,
too
roll
headstrong.
attack. Ooh. Oh,
Good.
roll that damage.
So
46.
Is-
No, that's 86.
So,
Whoa.
oh god.
D6?
8d6.
Yep. 8d6. This could be good. Come on, Thromar. Oh my goodness.
My god.
Just obliterated that thing.
Alright.
Tiamat really helped you there, huh?
Oh yeah.
Alright, so you you cast your guiding bolt, and Tiamat has heard your prayers. This gangly beast erupts into holy flame as it starts more or less clawing at itself from the pain with like these just really skinny fingers that just dig into its own flesh as it howls. Taylor, you're up. Make me a Constitution save.
Jesus.
Whoa. You can do it, Taylor.
Alright.
Hey, alright.
As the creature approaches you, This overwhelming stench just assaults your nostrils. It's almost unbearable to the point that you kind of feel like that is not too natural, but you eventually shake it off as you see that it has just erupted into holy fire. But anyway, continue on with your turn.
I smelled rotten fish on the sea. I can handle it. Sorry, I forgot push to talk. Taylor rips off his mask, pulls out his rapier, and attacks the creature.
Alright, you hit. Roll for damage.
Ooh.
Alright, well, you rend through the beast, the creature, I should say, as it helplessly flails its arms trying to get to you, but it can barely scratch the surface of your armor, as you just kind of feel this sense of dead weight just kind of pull onto your sword as your hand kind of goes down with the creature.
Jesus.
Oh my god, it's just two-shot at the end boss of this dungeon.
Woohoo!
Maybe.
Went up in flames and then I stabbed it to death. Like, Jesus.
Alright.
That's excellent. Ilana says as she kind of doesn't quite get hit by the full set of the stench, but being a few steps away from Taylor, she squints her eyes anyway and looks farther in. I know you've dealt with smells before, but fish don't try to shake your hand, as she points her sword towards the farther end of the cave at some of the other creatures that she sees through the entryway.
Are you gonna move, Taylor, or are you done?
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna move so I'm not in Ailana's way.
Well, you can move through friendlies.
Yeah, I don't care.
Okay.
I still wanna move. How far can I move?
30 feet.
How far can I move?
There's 30 feet is standard, so yep. You can dash
I'm going
more
over.
than that, but
No, I stabbed it to death, so I can't dash anymore. But I'll move over there.
Okay. You can,
Give an opportunity.
yeah,
back
that one
here.
will take a swipe if you are committed there.
Okay. What do I need
Nothing.
to roll?
I roll. Does a 16 hit?
Fucking damn it, it does.
oh, GM has strong dice today. This is
Alrighty.
not good.
So as you run by, it will take a swipe at you for 4 damage.
It just hit my leg where there wasn't enough armor.
Alright, Nara.
And now it looks at Flappy, is like, you wanna go in too?
Flappy's gonna eat another one of those rotten hands.
Mm-mm.
No? Okay.
Smelly.
By the power of my ancestors. Wait, actually I have a better idea. Give me 1 sec, I need to like,
I hope Mori knows she can do magic effects too in the game.
there we go. Alright, fuck it. Flappy, stay here. She says, and forward to around here. I think it should work. And breath weapon. Wow. She's using her breath weapon. Actually, wait. I think I can't use it anymore because oh no, we did do a short rest.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
can't.
we short rested. Yep.
So, fuck, what is the DC? 8 plus con, I think it's 10 or something. Oh no, wait, it's 9, 11. 11 is
Okay.
the DC. And damage is 2d6.
Alright, which one are you hitting?
Should be able to hit all of them in a cone.
A 15-foot
Right.
cone.
This, and this one should all be hittable from that vantage point.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, it kind of depends on how you define a cone.
So it would be 15 feet, 15 feet, and how much is that one right ahead? Alright.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
There we go.
I mean,
con save for him.
good placement on that.
Thanks.
Some grilled
Spell
things.
save DC. Oh,
It's plus FTC. I wrote it down there in my description. It's DC is 8 plus con plus proficiency,
you-
so it's 11.
okay, so it's 11.
It's 11. It's 11.
Alright, well,
Calculate.
one makes it, another one makes it, and the other one fails.
What?
Oh, fuck, Maury.
No, that's all right. You're blowing high GM rolls.
Alright. So
Yeah, that's true.
You're blowing high GM, okay.
Well, it doesn't matter. They're all dead. So, kind of said it. So, you get in. As you gather the spell together for your breath weapon, you unleash a near windstorm. As they freeze over.
Ooh.
Hell yes. This was such a good idea.
Alright. And then Ilana, your turn.
Aelana quickly turns back before she starts moving and looks at Flappy and says, "Do you trust me, little one?"
He tilts his head and then nods and goes, meow.
I'm going to go in. Try to follow me if you can. Aelana doesn't register much beyond watching the young dragon nod, and I can never do the little distance line. Is it you have to hold Alt or something? What do you do to Q? Oh, Q. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Don't need to dash.
Q,
So,
just
so
not Q, you just need to press Q while you're walking.
got it. Okay.
Every time you do a waypoint, you press Q. And in the beginning, you press it once.
Okay, that makes sense then. So 30 feet is that square. So okay, yeah. So Aelana will bolt inside, and she will attack the remaining hand that she sees.
Alright, roll it. You hit. And you kill it. Alright, you rush in. And you just get basically just like a hockey stick slap. You just kind of thwack it.
Once having fun with yourself?
And then just kind of flies against the wall and just kind of twitches a little bit as it just kind of curls up into like a little like claw on the back of its hand. But yeah, it looks like that this room is clear, save for one really strange altar and a statue.
Flappy, come
Right.
here. Come here. Come. It's all safe.
I'm gonna investigate this
Alright.
altar.
So, you get up to the altar, As you kind of take this first step, you, at least onto the stair, you freeze for a moment, but you're kind of drawn to the statue. It seems to be made like out of normal marble. But as you look at it a little bit closer, you can sense this overwhelming sense of evil attached to it.
I apologize for the slight OOC question here, but when my my light radius on my blade has been up, so I don't know how many turns does
an
the...
hour.
Yeah, so
Oh, it's an hour. Okay,
that's like
okay,
600
gotcha.
turns.
Okay, understood. Okay. I just wanted to make sure because I was running around with a lot of light around me, so I was like, is
Yeah.
this still going? But yes, okay.
So there's an extreme evil with the
Mhm.
statue.
Maybe I know this
Can I
one.
stab it?
No, wait. We should dispose of it. Give me 1 second.
Could I do a quick religion check to see if I recognise the deity or anything it could be linked to?
I guess Nara is doing a history check at the same time.
Alana
What
moves...
on earth?
Alana simply moves off to the side. She doesn't... Again, it seems like another statue or totem that she doesn't recognize seems to make her a little uneasy.
It's a red statue. Wait, are we dumb? It's a red statue from the diary.
Oh, it definitely is that. I'd like to know what
Yeah.
what specifically it is.
So,
Totally.
as you kind of inspect it, it's not typically within the pantheon that you know. In fact, you can't necessarily recognize what kind of deity it is, other than it seems to be abyssal in nature. It looks like it's depicting some sort of feminine demon.
Well, I don't know what god that's associated with, but that's definitely something from the abyss.
I've also never seen it in any of my scrolls. Never heard of this. What is this? Does it say anything? Taylor, do you see any runes or anything on it?
Taylor is just overwhelmed by the extreme evil that he senses through his divine senses.
Maybe we should just destroy it. But it's still weird. Why did it activate today? What has it to do with the beggars? Something's up.
I honestly think that the being that we just killed may have been Thurgon's son, who brought this thing back with him, and it's turned him into whatever that thing was. Quite how that links to the beggars themselves, that I don't know, but I'm very certain that we may have just killed Vorgon's son.
Can I cast Firebolt on
Go
the
for it.
statue?
Yes, Nara sees the firebolt being manifested. She steps
All right,
just
you throw
That's a Thromar.
a firebolt at it. Roll damage.
Taylor takes out his stone, strikes it with his piece of flint, and the sparks turn into a fireball, striking the statue.
Alright. So you strike the statue. You blow out a decent portion of it that it comes tumbling down. Everybody make a wisdom save.
Oh. You just select wisdom for that?
The saving throws.
Oh no, my god.
I have literally +3 for wisdom save. What is this game?
I know I've got +4. Oh, that's a TPK.
All right.
Yeah, don't.
All right. So you. All right. So you see the statue crumble. From behind you, you hear a whisper. And it says, "What did you do?"
Who goes there?
So
Who's
Mark
out
spins
there?
around to see the source of the whisper.
Right?
Alana turns around and can easily see within the light radius of her blade, but tries to peer beyond it with using whatever extra distance her dark vision will grant her, but doesn't know yet, and simply readies herself.
All right. So you all gather around. As you turn, each of you sees the members of your party fade into darkness.
Where is everyone going? Is
Yep,
Flappy
Flappy's,
fading as
you don't see Flappy anywhere.
No! Flappy! What's happening?
As you all are assumingly are panicking, looking around, you are in a black void. You can't even see your own hands. As you peer into the darkness,
Can I?
you see two glowing green eyes looking back at you.
Are you still there, everyone?
None of you can hear that.
Or the others?
Can I cast my like? Can I, like, open my awareness to detect good and evil, divine
Yeah,
sense?
you definitely sense that there is something evil standing right in front of you, looking at you with two green glowing eyes.
Draw my sword and attack it.
You draw your sword and attack it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Roll it.
God damn it.
Right. As you approach, you can kind of make out this gigantic figure shrouded in shadow. It looks like it's wearing a hood. Its shoulders are adorned with large black feathers. As you get closer and closer, the eyes glow brighter. And you can see this visage of sunken-in eyes and a skull. And you hear, again, "What did you do?" The
This
rest
is
of
the,
you see this visage come closer
Yeah.
as it makes a rush towards you. Make another wisdom saving throw.
Boy. Oh god.
Oh my god.
Alright. Thrillmar. You see this creature coming at you. What do you do?
I cast Sacred Flame on it.
Alright. As you prepare your sacred flame, you kind of feel like the slight tugging on the back of your mind that not all seems to be what it is. As you're about to let loose of your sacred flame, you're snapped back into reality. Everybody else is on the floor, and you see Flappy panicking, running around each one of them, just kind of like nudging them with his front paws while they're unresponsive.
Aww.
Thrillmar, what happened? You all fell down.
There's some presence. It's taken each of us into some form of dreamscape. Is all I
No.
can think. We've got to try and get them out of it.
No.
And he will start shaking both Alana and Taylor as being next to him to try and rouse them.
Alright. Well, Taylor, the creature attacks you. What do you do?
Can I do fireball?
Sure.
Alright.
All right. So, as you try to go to launch a firebolt, you see a more brighter but more translucent white visage stand in front of you. She gives a wave of her hand as the darkness around dissipates. You find yourself on the ground as you come to as well, with Flappy on your chest, saying, "Wake up, wake up, wake up."
I'm awake. What happened?
After you destroyed the statue, you all fell down.
Some evil presence seemed to have gotten all four of us into whatever that was. Come on, help me rouse the others.
Nara, you see a visage coming after you. What do you do?
Well, I was standing there and asked back, "What did we do? I don't know. Who are you? What do you want?"
What did you do?
I think my friend destroyed the statue. Who are you?
So, Nara, will a 12 hit you?
No.
No?
Nope. Thanks to shield.
You feel this overwhelming sense of danger approach. You raise your hand as you hear something hit against your shield. Will a 13 hit?
What are you? What do you want? Is it the same round?
No, it gets 2 attacks.
If it's in the same round,
Oh,
the shield is
well
still
then.
up. So
So you just
Yeah.
feel this
Still up.
onslaught of attacks from everywhere coming at you.
I will start screaming at this point and just, cowering on the floor like, "Ah, somebody help me! I didn't do anything."
Alright, make me one final wisdom save.
Oh God! Why did you say it's a final one?
Alright,
Oh.
as you continue to defend yourself against the onslaught, you slowly start coming to. And,
What? Oh my
and
God!
Flappy
Oh.
is next to you, trying to shake you awake. Says, "Nara, Nara, Nara, wake up! You're thrashing. You're wake up!"
He is still
Mhm.
screaming loud and like throwing your hands a little bit around until she notices Flappy there and just hugs him and just like cuddles him very big and like lays there in fetus position.
He'll just kind of cuddled up next to you. Aelana, you see the visage coming closer and closer.
Aelana seems almost angry, not seeing anybody else. But she looks at whatever it is, though she can't discern it, and moves her stance to stand square and, still holding her weapon at the ready, speaks in an even tone. "If you wanted to kill me, you would have done it by now. What do you want?"
I want you out of my way. And you will not get in my way. The figure speaks as you see it multiply into 2, 2 into 4, 4 into 8, 8 into 16, 32. As you're completely surrounded, as you're overwhelmed by them, you feel this burning, stabbing sensation across your body. Eventually, they leave you there. You're bleeding out, gasping for air on your dying breath. Make me a wisdom save.
Okay.
Jeez. God.
Was bombing rolls there for a while.
You're suddenly snapped back to reality in a cold sweat. And you're breathing heavily after what you just experienced. From that ordeal has left you very traumatized. You will take 1 wisdom damage.
What is it? Oh, it's like 1 damage
Yep.
from wisdom. So
Yeah.
got it,
So
yeah.
your wisdom will fall by 1.
Also makes it still.
Oh.
Harder.
Does it permanently fall, or is it like a effect?
It's a permanent fall, but it can be. You can, if you know a cleric that knows restoration, they can fix it.
How do you I'm sorry for asking. How do you denote that? Like, do I
You-
edit my actual stat,
You would
or
edit your
do?
actual stat -1.
What happened?
Okay. My
Touchdown.
God, I was right on the threshold of a modifier there. So there we go.
She's a little less wiser now. She's less in wisdom.
Pimpification.
That's
Wow.
that's for later.
Oh wow.
Sorry, I had to.
Nah, it's fine. It happens all the time. I mean, to me. I mean, wait. Ah, shit! It's working.
Alright, well, after that very terrifying ordeal, you are still in the cave.
Ilana almost roars herself awake, but is seemingly incapacitated. Her eyes are wide, but her pupils are very tiny as she forms almost claws with her hands as she almost looks the same as she would if she were berserking, but she doesn't move more than twitching and screaming for a few minutes.
Nara is still laying there, flappy, like heavily pressed against her, and just laying there, fetus position. Whimpering a
Fetal.
bit.
Where'd you all go? Flappy says.
I don't know. It was scary.
Somewhere very, very evil.
Ilana doesn't respond through her screams.
Taylor is slightly sick from the overwhelming feel of evil that he.
Flappy! No, Flappy, don't go there. Don't go there. Flappy, come back. Flappy, come back.
Weird rock. Weird
Don't-
rock.
Don't touch
Weird
it.
rock.
Come back. No. Nora steps up, grabs Flappy like as hard as she can, and just pulls him away from there. Move that. Right, pulls him far away from there, like just pulls him like any way, like if he's like trying to free himself, pulling at the tail, like pulling him back in, like don't go there, Flappy, don't go. Do not touch that statue, alright? Do not go close to that statue, alright? Do not.
It's okay. No magic. No magic
What did I
left.
say?
No magic
Magic
left.
left?
I don't feel the
No,
evil from it
you
anymore.
sense that whatever evil was there is gone.
Yeah, that's what I said. You sausage.
Nara, no. Finally does an Arcana check to figure out if the statue had some magic remnants in it or if it still has them in
Alright.
it.
Faintly glowing, you do see this slab. Very small slab, about size of the palm. It glows for a little bit and then it just kind of just dissipates for a moment, and then just dissipates, it's gone. From what you can discern what that was, more than likely that was an illusion spell. What could cause this? What did you see? You have no clue. You've never seen anything like that.
It seems like this was some sort of illusion spell. That still doesn't make any sense. Nara now pulls out her notes and is like trying to read through things and like writing down what she saw or felt or what have you. And yeah.
Well, it would explain why it was harder to rouse you at 3 when I came to.
Aelana still screams for a few moments before pulling herself stable enough at least to stop. She almost punches the ground to the point where it, if there was any rubble beneath her hand, she would, the force of it would try to break whatever was beneath her fist before forming her hand into almost a claw posture before she sneers and tries to right herself as best as she can. She pulls herself to her knees. She seems to be breathing with extreme labor as she looks to the others, but her eyes are still kind of carrying a glint of being gone as she says, whatever it is, it's still there.
What? You sense something still?
I don't sense anything, but it's still there.
Fillmore, maybe you wanna check her out. Because I definitely don't sense anything in this room anymore, actually. Nara is now trying to check out the whole room and once again tries to add Arcana and I find it with no any classes. There we go. This time on like whatever she can see around the room or like, I don't know.
Excuse me. Yeah, there's really the only thing magical was whatever was inside the statue that has now since dissipated, but so but yeah, what exactly it is, it's can't really say. It's just beyond your grasp right now.
Hey Lana, will you permit me to make sure that you are physically well, not there's nothing lingering on the physical side at least?
Hey, Lana's head almost snaps back quickly to Dromar before she calms herself enough to nod. She seems very off tilt as she nods again, and then keeps herself still as she begins to try to force herself to relax. But whatever Thromar wants to do, she simply agrees. She doesn't fight that. It's more that she's wrestling against something that had done something in her mind.
And Thromar will, in possibly the gentlest and least physically contacting way, examine if there's any evidence of physical damage. Would you like me to make a medicine check, Mori, or can I just determine that she's fine physically?
Go ahead. Yeah, you basically just tell that there's not even a scratch on her other than what previous injuries she may have had in previous encounters. She's a bill of perfect health physically.
Well, it's as you say, Alana. I can't find anything physically wrong with you that hasn't been afflicted by obvious means getting to this point. You're perfectly healthy physically. As to what lingering effects the illusion has had, that unfortunately is beyond my grasp at the moment.
Hey, Lana watches Thromar for long moments as he does his checks, and she almost seems animalistic as she nods, but she still kind of mumbles as she pulls herself to her feet eventually and says, "Still fire," and seems to kind of right herself, but it's like her mind is elsewhere.
Nara's like whispering to Flappy.
Hey, little dragon. Go check on her. I think she needs you.
Alright.
I'm okay.
Hop down. Waddle, waddle, waddle.
Oh my
then-
god.
He just like plops like his butt. Which is like, I mean, it's a wormling, so it's kind of just like the size of a teenager, just kind of just sits on your lap.
Hey, Lana watches Flappy for a long minute, and she sneers, but not at the young dragonling, but almost fang-like incisors show as she's just whatever it is, it doesn't seem to be physical in her. It's like she's just shaken.
Nara steps a little closer. Steps through and says, let me check as well real quick. Maybe you had something happen to you. Arcana check on her.
Alright. You notice there is something a little bit different about Ilana. Something that wasn't there before. From what you can tell, there is a slight bit of magic flowing around her, as if something's attached.
Yeah, she's probably cursed. Something is floating around her, some magic. Something's not right. should seek someone who can fix this, because I certainly cannot.
I'm just currently beyond my training to help.
You know, I can use my magic hands on her, but I don't think it's gonna help anyone.
Well, I mean, you can try, but this seems like some sort of magical thing on her.
Dromar has... He's a magic man. The magic hands?
Should we maybe explore the rest of the cave? Perhaps there is some more happening here.
Good idea.
Alright. And Flappy, take care of Ella. I think she can get some help. Alright? Get checked.
Ilana watches Taylor for a moment, then looks to the other two and then to Flappy before shaking her head. She seems like she's trying to play off whatever it is as much as she can, but definitely something bothering her as she stands and just begins to move after the others and doesn't say much. She readies her sword as agilely as ever, but yeah, just kind of her mind seems to be wandering constantly as she, in her expression, as she moves forward every step.
All right. So.
Taylor? Taylor, you coming?
Yeah, I am coming. I was just lost in thought.
Alright, so as you all make your way to the southern part of the cave, you do notice that this is where it ends. Whatever kind of excavating was done ended here, save for maybe just a few handles of broken tools and whatever crates are down here that were broken, long since emptied. This is it.
Alright. Guess there's no more clues.
Ilana shakes her head and looks around in the light that's cast by her blade and simply speaks. Nothing here.
Yeah, that's... I mean, we've investigated everything about the statue. I even drew a little picture here. Let's just get out, even though there's even more questions to be asked.
There may be some parts of the manor up above still that we have yet to explore. There may be some answers there, but all I can think of now is if this cave has been here for at least 10 years, as you say, how long have the people seeking shelter in the manor been tormented and terrorized by this? It's not right.
Should we maybe completely destroy the statue so no one gets any ideas?
I mean, Taylor got a pretty good hit on it, so it's pretty much just crumbled at this point.
Okay.
I also trust your analysis, Nara, that there's no magic left of it, and also Taylor saying there's no more evil, so...
And Flappy. Don't forget
Yeah.
Flappy.
And
Yeah,
yes, Flappy.
I helped too.
Yes.
Good job.
I woke you all up.
Flappy was very good. Thank you, Flappy.
Alright, let's get out of here.
Alright.
Ilana nods to the others and looks back to Flappy right behind her and smiles a little. There's some pain in her expression, but she manages to take a bit more of a jovial tone in her voice as she says, "It was good of you to come in after me like that. Thank you for trusting me when I charged."
Alright, so you all make your exit out of the caverns. Let's swap you back over here. Alrighty.
Alright. I think there was one more room over at this side.
Yeah,
I'm-
there was something more.
I'm keeping Flappy to me again. Mostly, like in RP value, we can still have him on
Yeah.
Ilana or something like that, but for moving, it's just kind of,
Do we maybe wanna take a small break to rest and heal up?
is anyone hurt?
I am
Sure.
quite badly.
Sure, we can take a quick rest.
Or I can just
Uh.
use magic to heal myself.
Whatever you like. I don't mind.
Alana speaks quietly from the back as she looks to the others as they move around one of the long bookshelves and kind of nods and says, "If you need to rest, I suppose that's fine. Whatever you need to do."
I'll just use magic. My paladin trained magic. I used lay on hands on myself.
Alrighty.
That is. I use it twice in once, I think.
You can use that
No,
as
wait.
often as you want.
Yeah, I use it twice to heal one. Wait. No, I use it once because it's 5 healing.
You can heal as much, yeah.
Sorry, I am not good at math. And then. Yeah.
Wait, how big is the offense?
Paladin level times 5.
Oh, right, yeah, it's 10.
1
so,
times
yeah.
5.
But like, you can go ahead and like, if you wanted to, you can heal someone for like 70 hit points if you wanted to.
Yeah, but,
in
like,
one action. Or
Yeah, but
you
I can only use it 10 times.
Oh, alright.
Yeah, it's a class resource.
I see. I didn't know it was like. I mean, yeah, you can
Thing.
only. Yeah, like, okay, so you have a pool.
A pool of
that's-
healing power that replenishes when you take a long rest. With the pool, you can restore. Oh no! Wait. Number of hit. Yeah.
Yeah. So listen, you have 10 hit points every short rest. So every short rest, you can say, okay, I want to heal you for 2, I want to heal you for 1, and I want to heal you for 7. And then
Yeah,
it's gone. It's
whatever.
like yeah. All right. Let's get on then. Wanna go ahead, Taylor?
Yeah. Taylor walks with a steady pace towards the door and go to checking his surroundings.
Alana, are you coming? Wait.
Maybe she went to go to a quick BRB and didn't say.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's possible.
I also need to go get some more water eventually.
I guess we can take a
Yeah,
break.
it's been an hour and 40. Well, haven't been playing too long.
It's 1
Yeah.
hour and 10 minutes so far. Since we
Little
started
late.
a little late.
Alright, well, how about we use this moment to go potty, go get some drinks, go get a snack. That goes for all the viewers too. Gotta go get a snack, go get water, go stretch, go take a poop. It's pee pee.
PP!
Alright, we'll see you later.
See you. cute. These are cute.
I picked the wrong scene.
love him.
Oops. We're back.
Oops,
Alright,
oopsie.
so you exit the room and you find
Alright.
yourself back into the main hallway of Vorgam Manor.
Let's go explore this last part and hopefully not get enchanted by an evil spirit again or something.
Let's go.
I
Alright,
push
so
ahead.
as you continue onward into the darkness, as you can see a little bit as those who have dark vision can see, you do see
I think the blade is still glowing,
Yeah.
probably, isn't it?
Ilana would know that this would lead upstairs. However, as you approach a little bit closer, the stairs and the upstairs is completely inaccessible.
Poo on the
I
floor.
think Pixie did that last session.
X,
Huh?
stop painting a woo on the floor.
Where?
Lana approaches the stairs and makes a concerned glance before she turns to the others. There is, of course, upper floors, but there was not a hole here that I remember. This is, I don't know. She simply says before looking back towards the staircase and shaking her head.
Is that like a hole that leads somewhere, or
It's
is it just a
just
hole?
the stairs are just destroyed.
Oh, guess we're not going up there.
Wait, is there a hole in the ground now, or
No.
is it just destroyed stairs and you didn't find a better picture than the one you? Okay, you just used
Yeah.
the picture. Alright,
Get off my ass.
it's fine.
Damn. I have limited tools to work with. What do you want? Here,
Yeah,
no,
no, I get it.
I'll
It's
just go
just
ahead
like,
and
you know-
redraw every asset. 1 second. Here, I'm doing it. We're doing it. I'm
Oh,
just kidding.
nice.
Oh,
I'm
she's sassy.
I'm
again.
kidding.
Oh,
Anyway.
boy.
But yeah, from what you can tell, it looks like that the stairs are inaccessible. There's just too much, like, it looks like actually part of the roof has caved in at this part. This is,
What were we here for, like, to begin with? Why were we here?
We
Vampire issues.
Yeah, and we heard that the outcast sort of people were gathering here, but there used to be nobles here. This used to be a well-kept, high-end area, and it got ruined and kind of fell that way. And squatters and the have-nots sort of moved in.
So well, we've got 2 confirmed of the beggars who are dead, but no evidence that the other 4 are among the dead here. I mean, there's no evidence one way or the other, so hopefully they didn't spend the night here or in the vicinity, and hopefully they're safe. Does leave, though, the question of what now?
Lana looks to Throlmar and nods before speaking again. It just seems like her voice is focused somewhere else. We don't know about those other bodies, so we can say that it's possible, but yes, we only found coins on 2 of the bodies so far, so we have our proof, we have our assumptions. It's possible that we found all the beggars from the other day, but we don't know. As she turns back towards the entrance of the manor and carries kind of a pained look in her eyes as she watches over the damage and just the fallen state.
We also have some magical remnants of whatever that statue was surrounding Ashlyn's, Ilana's spherical form, I guess. Yeah. So maybe, Ilana, you might be a clue for us.
I'm the clue.
I mean, this
Uh,
was my mission to begin with, so
But I do believe the question is, all right, we've seen a monster like the one beggar we slayed in the streets. Soul rest in the winds. And we saw one of those right down there at the statue. So I believe it would not be too weird to assume that perhaps the statue was doing all of this, since they probably just came back here to spend their money. The weird thing is that we thought there was vampirism involved, not a weird statue.
Aelana quickly looks to Nara and stares at her as she speaks, but in kind of an odd way, but nothing telling, just more that she's almost defensive at this point. Vampirism's a possibility, but you're right. We do know that we've seen a few odd things, but we still don't have all the answers. I don't know. I can only tell you how things used to be here. We didn't find anything other than that creature. Maybe they were the source, but maybe that statue was. But what lay beyond it, I don't know. It's still there.
Alright. Well, Fromar.
Yes?
Do you perhaps know someone? Is there a temple of Tiamat or something around the city so we can have Aelana checked at some place?
I don't know offhand if there is one, but if there is, then hopefully my standing with Tiamat and the Faith will help them see their way to aiding us. Aelana, do you know of any temples in this town, seeing as, well, out of the four of us, you do have the best knowledge of it?
GM question? Aelana wouldn't have studied or followed Tiamat, but what do I know of the other religious gatherings and the other faiths and type of locations of that nature that might be around the city?
From what you know is that all throughout the world is it's kind of more of like a pantheon of faiths, of different faiths that have kind of come together. This city has kind of started more as a start to many pilgrimages for those who worship different faiths. Most of them worship the major pantheon. It's highly unlikely that you'll find another worshiper of Tiamat in the city.
Okay. Aelana turns to Thromar and shakes her head. I honestly don't know of many or anyone that I ever spoke to that worship Tiamat here. I don't know how likely it is that we'll find someone like that, much less somewhere.
That's a pity, but hopefully whatever it is that is afflicting you could be cured by, well, any cleric who's got some more training than I do. I mean, I know it's something a cleric of any faith really can do. It's just currently beyond my knowledge.
So you think we need a cleric of some faith then?
Yes, I don't believe the faith particularly will matter. It's just if they were a cleric of Tiamat, then I could possibly leverage my own standing in the faith to help them see towards helping us for maybe a reduced fee or to expedite time. But I believe any sufficiently trained cleric from any faith should be able to help.
Second GM question. I apologize. I would maybe. I have knowledge of like a religious section of the city or a place to go for where such
Yes,
people might
there's
gather?
actually. You were just there the other night. The You were at the Temple District where you stayed at the Pilgrim's Meadery. Kind of in that area is more where you'll find like the churches and monasteries.
Okay. Ilana seems to perk up slightly before she slumps back into her concentration on elsewhere. The tavern. I do, yes. I remember that's basically where a lot of the temples are. If you want to find some of your friends of any faith, I suppose we should look around there.
I just realized, didn't that wand seller also talk about some sort of scholars or something? I thought there was some sort of scholar district or something like that. Maybe I noted that wrong though.
Yeah, I do recall that she noted something about the academy, yes, and that they would be very interested in the book of yours.
Ilana nods and speaks again in an even tone. It's not her voice itself that sounds uneasy, but it's just something that's off. Of course, there's the scholar area. There are academies in the academy district of all kinds of knowledge. I knew about them growing up, but yes, that is a place we could go also.
Well, for one thing, it won't hurt to look. But if we are going to the academy, Nara, I recommend keeping the bronze-scaled book quite well hidden and not to let them see it. And I will keep my father's prayer book likewise hidden. I doubt it's of much use to them, but if they are as hungry for forbidden knowledge, I would quite happily keep both book tomes out of their hands.
I'm quite sure that no one would even dare to think about taking this book out of my hands. So.
Ilana shakes her head and looks to Nora before smirking. I'll just tell them who I am. They'll probably leave us alone once they figure out who my family is.
Alright.
That's good.
Well, let's try and head back to the tavern then, I guess.
Alrighty.
Let's definitely head out of this house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to stock up on some alcohol. Not for drinking. For magic, guys.
Fair enough.
Alright. Okay.
Alrighty. So
Transition.
I already did that.
Fast travel.
Alright. Alright, so you make your way back to the temple district, right back to Pilgrim's Meadery, and it's, let's see, you all slept in, if I remember right, you slept in pretty late because you got woken up. Headed about mid-morning. I'd say by the time you get back, it's about mid-afternoon.
Ilana looks around as they come into the square near the tavern and shakes her head. I decided to move away from this. I hate the crowd of people, she says as she looks at the busier street in the late afternoon and looks to the others before sort of nodding her head, but not in any direct, which way or the other, as far as the potential areas of worship or academic studies. She kind of motions in the direction, but she doesn't She doesn't give any particulars because they didn't seem to either spark in her mind or, she didn't really get into those aspects of her life as she grew up before she moved away.
Music is kind of loud, by the way. I need to turn it down a little. Oh, you can turn it down for all of us? Oh.
Yeah, we're past the turn it up phase. We're in the tone it down phase.
Okay, where can I buy some strong alcohol?
If you wanted to, you'd have to go, for application purposes, you'd need to go to an apothecary.
Okay, then. I'll do that.
Wait, we're in a group here. I mean, do you want to go alone? Well,
I mean, you guys want to come too?
I've only been to a few apothecaries. Ilana says as she seems suddenly perky, but in kind of a detached way. Let's go see an apothecary if you'd like. As she sort of waves her hand towards wherever Taylor is standing.
I mean, if it's on the road or anything, I mean, we're exploring some temples anyway, so let's go. I'm sure. Does anyone know of the apothecary, or do we need to ask someone?
You actually stopped by there yesterday when you came in.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah. All right, yeah, all right.
Ilana nods and points straight at the apothecary before, not saying anything, but she's like kind of, yes, that way.
All right. So, you start heading over into the Merchants District. A couple familiar shops that you recognize. But there was one shop that you didn't go into. It was Art and Alchemy. It's a single-story building made of living wood. There's branches and everything, and like actual leaves on the twigs. Out back, looks like there's a dozen different chimneys exhaling a different hue of smoke. Alright, and
Well, that's impressive.
Alright, but as you go in, you are greeted by the proprietor. It's a halfling. He says, welcome. My name's Arden. I'll be here to give you anything that you'll need, and just let me know.
Well, I need a big bottle of your strongest alcohol.
He kind of slumps his head down. And you just hear snoring.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
tap him.
Sorry. It's a female halfling. I apologize.
I tap her.
She wakes up and says, "Huh? Sorry." Anyway, but yeah, if you need anything, just let me know.
Yes,
if you don't see anything on the shelves, I may have it. You hear her snore again.
I'll
Are
just
you
look
okay?
around for it.
Are you alright, lady? Nora steps on her and like shakes her hand. Lady, are you
Yeah,
alright?
I don't know. Sorry. I used to be a bit of an adventuring lot, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just getting old and just tired all the time.
Oh. Okay.
Well, anyways, hi. Well, yeah. If you have anything else, I have potions I've brewed myself. If you need regents, I have those as well.
Look
Yeah,
around
you
for
find alcohol. A big bottle.
Big bottle.
All right.
Yeah. Like it's not really necessary, but I want to like for RP reasons.
That's fair. So you get a big bottle of alcohol Regent. So she'll tally it up and say, 1 silver.
Is that SP? I'll give her an
Alrighty.
SP then.
Alright, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Alana watches but doesn't quite hear anything that the others are saying as she looks at some of the living wood on the wall and raises her brow in almost a animalistic curiosity before moving towards it slightly and then shaking her head kind of dismissingly like, yeah, I don't know about this, and yeah, stands and watches the others.
Oh, what did you see there, Alana? Is that...
Store's alive. She doesn't say anything else beyond that.
Oh. Oh, that's... Oh, wow. I need to write that up. Scribble, 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 scribble. Nora then turns to the shopkeeper and is like, sorry, ma'am. What is up with your store looking so lively?"
Well, some people have this notion that they need to chop a tree down to build. I simply have the notion to grow it.
So, does this house tree grow forever? Or...
Oh, I think she's done growing, but she does need a bit of upkeep from time to time. Mostly just food.
What do you feed a tree house?
I brew a specific elixir of sorts. Basically, it makes nutrients for my tree to grow.
And here I was worried you're going to say children.
What? No, why?
Because children play in tree houses.
Are you calling me a child because I'm short?
No.
Gilmore.
I was attempting to make a joke.
Well, it was in very poor taste.
I apologize.
Apology accepted. Now, would you like to take a look at my potions?
Nora looks around. I don't know what kind of potions there exist, to be honest.
Alright.
I only know the potions of my triad. Oh yeah, hi, hello there. I'm Irsanara Strumahodos from the Strumahodos tribes. It's deep in the mountain.
I'm Artrin. Nice to meet. Snore.
Ma'am? Sorry. Ma'am. Nara now uses prestidigitation to make like some splashes appear on her
Oh
face.
my goodness, sorry.
Splashes of water. Oh, I'm good. I'm good. You said something about potions. What kind of potions are there in this civilized world?
Well, I'll pull out a few, and she'll produce 9 different bottles. Some of them are in just kind of like a simple potion bottle. Others are in vials. Some look like they're in small tinctures. Alright, well, they're all labeled. Just, So, in front of you, you see there's one with a glowing elixir in a porcelain phial. It's etched with arcane runes. There's another one that is in a clear bottle that has a viridian color. Another one is a swirling red color in a porcelain flask. There is another swirling draught. She opens that up and says, I like to smell this one. It smells like cedarwood. There's a clear potion in another file. There's another one that looks like it's a bubbling ichor. Another one looks a little bit like it, like kind of glows a little bit. It has a little bit of a glow. There's another clear potion and a one that the last one she pulls out is a very viscous brass color in a file.
What do these potions
A bunch of
all
different
do?
things.
What kind of things?
Well, which one looks fancy to you?
I need to be honest with you. I'm sorry. I was having a hard time paying attention. I'm kind of not feeling the best
It's
tonight.
okay.
I'm sorry.
So if you kind of want just a rundown, she has an elixir of health, a potion of fire giant strength, a potion of gaseous, 2 potions of gaseous form, 3 potions of healing, a potion of resistance, and a potion of storm giant strength.
Storm giant strength. What is the storm giant strength potion?
It makes
do?
you
That's
strong as a
interesting.
storm giant.
But I think we probably could all use some potions of health just to be a little bit on the safe side. I think I'll take one of those potions of health if that would be fine. How much is it? Oh, potion of healing.
I didn't know you were going to go shopping, so I didn't get my shopping list up.
Sorry.
We bamboozled the
bamboozled
GM.
Yay.
GM Bamboozle achievement
I think
unlocked.
normally they're like 25, but I want to double check.
Can't be wrong.
Oh, 50 gold.
50 gold. Alright. I'll definitely take one. Does anyone else want the potion of healing? No?
Hey, Alana looks up to Nara before she shakes her head. She
Okay.
taps her. She taps her the side of her armor in a few pockets and looks back to the wall as she taps it a little bit and kind of makes a face at it, but it seems more that she's upbeat now, looking at the tree rather than paying attention to whether or not she needs more of healing potions than she already has.
Well, I'll take 2 of them, just in case.
Alright, you take 2 potions for 100. Anyone else wanted to do anything?
Out of curiosity, what would the potion of health do?
The elixir of health? Let me
Yeah.
get that pulled up. Alright, so whenever you drink this potion, it cures any disease afflicting you, and it removes the blinded, deafened, paralyzed, and poison conditions.
And how much is that? So I don't know if I'm accurate out there.
No,
How
I
much does
got
that
you. I was
cost?
just looking it up.
Alright, fair enough.
She'll say, this one will be for 600 gold.
It's also rich for my scales at present, but an interesting tincture. And you'll place it back down.
Alrighty. Alright, well, that's about all I have for now, but I do swap out wares about every 2 weeks.
Alright. You might be able to come back here. You don't know. Kind of a little out and about, a little everywhere. Not sure where we had it or anything, but thanks a lot for potions, and I hope you have a nice day.
Of course, I hope to see you again. Snore.
Ilana, you coming? Ilana?
Ilana nods and stands up before following the others out.
Alright. Also, yeah, once again, I don't know if I can play some more because I'm kind of feeling.
That's fine.
I don't know. Not having the
I
best
know.
day.
I'm sorry, but
It's okay.
I will. Yeah, well, I'll just go ahead and end here.
Is that okay for everyone? I can, if the others want to play some more, I can also.
No, I'm happy to end here. I'd much prefer it if it's a full group ability activity.
That's okay if you wish to. I mean, I can certainly play for a good while longer, but if everybody wants to, I'm okay here also. But up to y'all.
I said already.
Alrighty, well, I guess we're done for the night then, and we'll see you all next week. But we'll see you next week. I'll see you Thursday.
Also, thanks for watching as always. Sorry, I'm just not
Yeah.
having that today. It's really.
PP.
Thank you everybody for coming out to watch the stream.
Yeah. Now, while they all leave, I'm gonna go send you off to daycare, okay? But whom shall receive the gremlins?
Oh noes.
Uh-oh.
I know. I will send you here. Okay, I'll see you Thursday. I love you. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Bye everybody.
Have a good one.
And we're off.